All right, ladies, I have about 5 minutes and I was exercising and I thought I need to talk to you more about Shakeology because I feel it's changed my life and I want to take you behind the scenes of how I started drinking Shakeology because it's not just this cult that you think that like I got into and all of a sudden this Shakeology is like the god of all food. It's not. I'm going to take you behind the scenes and take you through the process of how I ended up drinking Shakeology and how it's changed my life and actually involved my family. And I'm going to start with like 12 little things very quickly. I got to leave. Today is a crazy day for me, but I couldn't just not share. And so 12 things. First of all, I've been drinking Shakeology for 6 years, nonstop. So I don't know how many days that is, but yeah, there were days when I would skip it and I would feel it. So when I first, so 6 years, right? So it's been tried and true. So if anything would have been not right, I probably would have known. But I'm going to get into that later. Next one is I didn't believe in it at all. When I first met Chris, he was already drinking Shakeology for like 4 years. And I kind of looked at him and I thought, oh, weird. How a shake can actually make you feel good, like look good, because he had abs and like fit and energetic. He's just like Energizer Bunny. And I was always tired. I was working long hours. I'm going to get to the coffee part. I drank gallons of coffee per day with lots of creamer, not like the better creamer, but the crappy, shitty creamer. And so, and he would say, well, you ever tried Shakeology? And I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. I don't do powder at all. It's like powder is not my style. I'm going to eat real food. And he was not pushy and he was not anything. He just kept offering. And every time I would say, fine, just give me like a half a cup. I felt almost like that same day, I felt like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like better. Like overall, I feel better. And so little by little, that's how I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try because I know how it feels to feel crappy. And this makes me feel better. So whatever is in it, I didn't understand anything that was in it. And it was all these scientific things and natural things that I don't even know how to pronounce. And so I did it. And then it took me a year or two to convince my mom to try it because she is the old Russian style thinking dieting is everything and I'm just gonna cut out this and cut out that and I'm just gonna starve myself and then I'm gonna binge again. And so that's how I grew up. And anyway, so long story short, she's always been struggling with her weight. And then when she started drinking Shakeology, she started with 21 Day Fix and the container system. And the three things that she started doing is those three things, Shakeology, 21 Day Fix, and containers. She had lost 55 pounds slowly. And she's, by the way, 62 now. She started, I think, when she was 58. And so that goes to show you it's never too late. And she's just like blown away by this one fact. She's been on blood pressure meds all her life, since I remember, all her life. And she hasn't been on blood pressure meds since she started drinking Shakeology. Energetic obviously drives a car now, but she used to ride a bike nonstop. So she's like a new woman. I can't even tell you, like it changed. It gave my mom for probably a couple more decades than I would have had her if it was not for Shakeology and 21 Day Fix and everything else. The next one is back to coffee. Here's my cup of coffee, okay? And now I probably drink only a half of it because that's all I need. Back in the day before Shakeology, I worked a very intense labor job. I was like a handyman, a woman, or whatever. And so I would drink gallons of coffee with a crappy creamer. And I would try to squeeze all the energy out of that cup of coffee that I possibly could. And so when Chris met me, I was drinking probably 4 or 5 of these per day minimum. And that can only tell you what it was doing to my gut, to my body, to everything. I mean, I was a mess. And so thanks to Shakeology, I no longer drink that because it did something. And half of this is what I can handle per day. Sometimes I don't even need coffee. Next one is I was always tired. Always. I was skinny fat. I was always tired. I always felt like I just didn't live up to my like body potential. And so I obviously has changed the shape of my body with all the workouts over the years. It's not going to happen overnight by any means. So as you see, I share my before and afters all the time. But if you stick with it and make it a lifestyle, like I teach you here, you're going to get to that point too. So I get tired, but I'm not like this weird foggy tired. Next one is, this is a good one, because sometimes when I talk to people and they say, I'm gonna take a sip, but I need to talk. And they say, well, I don't want to be addicted to a powder. I don't want to be addicted to anything that, I need to keep taking. Okay, sisters. So the point is that nobody's gonna be, it's not like sugar. It's not cocaine. It's not alcohol. Okay. It's not smoking. You don't get addicted to something that your body needs. The reason when people quit Shakeology, they feel like they're feeling down, or their gut is not working right, metabolism is slowed down, the weight is starting to pile on, probably it's because your body through Shakeology was getting everything that it needed to function at its highest potential. When you take that away, yeah, your body's gonna rebel. Your body is gonna be needing that again. And people think, that, not you, but in general, that you're addicted. It's not addiction. Addiction is when you're addicted to cookies. Addiction is when you're addicted to pop. Addiction is when you're addicted to alcohol and things like that. And so there's a fine line when people say I'm going to be addicted to powder. It's not powder. First of all, you can't heat it. Well, it is powder. It's processed in such a way to where all the stuff is pretty much preserved within that powder when they turn it. I mean, you're not going to eat a maca root, right? Like chew on it. So somehow you have to do it. I mean, how do you take vitamin B, folic acid? How do you take vitamin C? It's powder or pill form. It's the same thing, but the process is very gentle. And so that's why you can't heat Shakeology. So don't put it in your hot coffee, only cold drinks. So you're not addicted to the powder itself or what's in Shakeology, because there's not one preservative. There's not sugar added at all. Everything is natural. Stevia a little bit, and stevia is a natural plant anyway. And so that's why you feel like you're craving it again, because your body is used to feeling at its prime. Next one is, you are not going to get all the nutrients just by eating food. Sometimes people tell me, I'm just going to eat real food. Well, show me the real food at the grocery store. I challenge you, like real food. Yeah, it looks like an apple, but I bet you it's not like an apple when it was in the 50s. Back in the 50s, yeah, eat your food and you will get your nutrients, because back in the day, the chemical industry and all the spraying and GMO was not as prevalent, or almost non-existent, to a point that the masses knew about it. And so, yeah, you could have. But nowadays, nobody is going to feel good and at their prime eating something from the grocery store. Go to Netflix. Watch all the shows, go do research, read books. I mean, I didn't create this. I'm not any kind of an expert by any means, but I challenge you to start realizing that your food is empty. And that's why when you eat food, you still feel hungry sometimes, and people overeat because the nutrition part of that food is missing. You put just chunks of stuff, and that stuff is empty, and your body wants more because it's looking for that nutrition. When you have a scoop of Shakeology every single day, that's why you feel stay longer throughout the day full. That's why, because your body is like, oh, okay, I don't need any more food. I've gotten everything that I need. Next one is cravings they're gonna go away. Chris has terrible cravings for cookies, but even he stopped eating like awful stuff like before. And I make a go to Beachbody on Demand. Holy cow, there's like so many recipes that are totally harmless. Diabetes, it helps people maintaining their diabetes because it's low glycemic, and diabetics can drink that. Of course, consult your professional. IBS, all these issues, the gut issues, is because our food is crap. And so Shakeology helps maintaining that if you already have the condition. I don't have any conditions like that, but I can tell you that I was diagnosed with a bacteria that most of the population on earth have, and only a percentage of people actually have flare-ups due to stress or something else. And so I had a flare-up like that, and it was a miserable experience. I have a story on IG, go to my highlights in my bio, Instagram. But I was not able to, I never had symptoms like so many people did, terrible symptoms like extreme weight loss. I mean, hospitalization. I mean, awful things. I never had that. I had, yes, severe pain in my gut, but I was like, oh, maybe I ate something. But it was persistent enough to where I went and checked in to see what's going on. But you guys, I highly believe that Shakeology kept it at bay because of its potency. It never let my gut get destroyed by bacteria, because IBS is essentially is when you get holes in your stomach and then stuff leaking out. I think that's how they describe it. Anyway, it's layman's terms. But anyway, and so I honestly believe that Shakeology not only helped me through healing, but kept the bacteria at bay. Next one is it costs less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. I mean, honestly, when you go to Starbucks or pick up something at a gas station, how much do you spend? $4 or $5 plus tax if you have tax. Shakeology cost me like $2 and something with a discount for as a coach, which you can sign up to as well. And so you tell me what's more beneficial. I'm not gonna get into that. Next one is I probably can tell you that when you have a medicine cabinet full of your vitamins and supplements, you go to Costco and you see maca root and this and that and the other, and you pay 10, 15, $20 for something, and then you pay 20, 15, $20 for something else, and then you try to put together your own. Well, first of all, you don't know how much or if you need it. And second of all, sometimes you need to take it in a conjunction with something. I only know that because my aunt in Russia is huge in all the supplements, and she consults doctors all over the country. Anyway, and so when you really think at a bag of Shakeology and it has everything in it, that eliminates half of your medicine cabinet and half of your supplements that you don't even need to take or spend money on. Besides, it tastes good. You need to get used to the taste, by the way, because it's all natural, and what we're used to, all the crap, sugar, salt, and all the preservatives and flavoring that they add to food. Anyway, and number 12 is quality. Quality you can't really compromise because that's what you put in your body. I mean, you go and you research a quality hair shampoo, and you research makeup, you want quality this, and you want quality. Well, what's wrong with putting quality food in your body? That's like putting diesel in a gas engine for a vehicle and expecting it to run perfectly. You just have to take care of your body. You can't just wash the car and keep putting wrong fuel in it. This is pretty much, try to get your abs and still putting crap on your body. That's what I'm trying to kind of get to you. Anyway, I kind of totally went over the whole 5-minute thing, but that's what I wanted to share with you. And so if you're drinking Shakeology, kudos to you. If you were kind of off and on, I challenge you to make it a habit. And if a cost is an issue, first of all, I think they don't charge enough, honestly, for what it has. But second of all, that's how I've paid for mine forever and ever. I just help other people. And when I help other people, it kind of creates a little bit of income for me. Well, not now, but what I'm saying is back in the day when I first started, is to help me with the cost of Shakeology. Plain and simple. So you do good, you help somebody else, and you don't have to take that money out of your pocket anyway. So those are the 12 things that I want to share with you. Hopefully it was helpful. Sorry it was a little too long, but I gotta get ready. Bye.